junior, Kenny White. And number 14, 5'5", junior, Emmy Ruley.
Hello and welcome in to the Tiger Basketball Palace. Stephen Blackiston with you for the second home game of the Black and Gold's round ball season. The Tigers going to have two games tonight against the Ozark Catholic Academy Griffins. First, it's going to be Coach Reed's girls taking on the Lady Griffins. Ozark Catholic going to be in the blue jerseys, white numerals, white stripes. Tigers in the traditional white at home. Starting lineup for Ozark Catholic: Kinley Mentis, the junior, Grace Dixon, the senior, Savannah Creed, Peyton Schultz as the opening tip, controlled by the Tigers, and Carrie Ann O'Shaughnessy. Starting five for the Tigers with the basketball. On the drive, up and true to start the day, Emmy Ruley, the 5'5" junior. The rest of the starting five: number 1, Cadence Jinks, number 4, Brooklyn Stovall, number 5, Hope Kidd, and number 10, Kenny White. Griffins go to work for their first offensive possession of the night. That's Creed. Has to kick it back out. Gets in a little trouble in the painted area. That's Dickinson. To Mentis. To Schultz on the drive, going at Hope Kidd. Floater partially blocked, and Hope has the board as the Tigers headed out the other direction. Hope Kidd, the lone senior for Prairie Grove. She'll find Ruley. Had the basket last time. Ruley going to take the three. A little too strong. Hope Kidd, the putback. Nothing there. Third opportunity for the Tigers is Stovall with the offensive board, and Kidd just going to reset the offense for PG. Ruley on the drive. Down low to Kenny White. Kenny goes up strong. That one sent back by the rim. Scramble for the ball, and Ozark Catholic able to survive the first couple of possessions. As we play on here in Prairie Grove, 6:30 to go in the first quarter, and that one hanging on the rim for the Griffins, unsuccessful. Out of there quickly will be Cadence Jinks. Turns on the Jets, but the Tigers just going to elect to set the offense and get something working. Stovall drives, floater, good. As it's 4-0. Stovall has her first basket of the night. Ruley trying to pick the pocket of Dickinson. Grace Dickinson able to maintain possession as the shot clock goes under 20 seconds. That shot a bit of a prayer. Ruley with the board. Amy will get it across the timeline. Kicked ahead. Jinks needs some help. We'll get it back to Ruley. Extra pass, Stovall. She'll drive. And drive and foul. And Brooklyn Stovall will go to the line to shoot 2 freebies. That's going to be the first foul of the game. They'll put that one on Ozark Catholic, and specifically on Carrie Ann O'Shaughnessy, the senior for the Griffins. First free throw up and off the mark, back iron that time for Brooklyn. Second opportunity, make this a potential 5-0 game. Second one is true, so 5-0. As we get back underway, 5.5 to go first quarter. Brooklyn has 3. Emmy Ruley, the other 2. And that's the lone scorers in this game so far. 3 on the way. That one high and off the glass. A couple of Tigers in there for the rebound. They're going to give that one to Ruley. And Hope Kidd will set up the offense once again for Prairie Grove. Stovall trying to do it herself. Picks up her dribble, loses the handle. And in the melee, the Griffins out of there with it, pushing down the floor. Dickinson to Mentis. Ooh, and a good active hand from Stovall, able to poke it away. And it'll force an inbound for the Griffins. First substitution of the night, Bryn Morgan. Senior going to come in to replace O'Shaughnessy. Looks like a couple of reinforcements for the black and gold as well. Aubrey Carlton, the three-point specialist, will come in, as well as Mattingly Addison. And looks like Mackenzie Umfleet has checked into the contest also. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 4:35 to go in the quarter. That three off the mark for the Griffins. Offensive rebound, Mentis, and she's going to have an opportunity to reset the offense for the Griffins. Smothering defense here from Jinx. Drive. Schultz thought about the three. Extra pass to Creed. Again, smothering defense from Prairie Grove. Hope Kidd this time with the coverage. Jinx going to step out, and they're going to have a jump ball. Arrow will stay with Ozark Catholic, so maintain their possession, but it'll be a fresh 35. Catherine Doak going to check into the game for Kinley Mentis for the Griffins. Head coach for Ozark Catholic's Kevin Dickinson. Assistant coach Kate Lunsford. Head coach for the Tigers, Scott Reed. Once again at the helm, assistant coaches Garen Wynn and Justin Harris. Manager for Prairie Grove this year, Colby Peterson. So halfway to go in quarter number one as the officials are going to huddle here. I want to take a quick moment to mention Friday night, if you don't have any plans and aren't planning on being in attendance, football Tigers going to be back in action at home, taking on the Pocahontas Redskins at 7 o'clock. Pre-game will start around 6:30 or so. Join Lynn Gregson and Ryan Cook on the call. Should be a great second-round matchup for your Prairie Grove Tigers. Back underway here on the hardwood. Ozark Catholic still looking for their first basket, and they're going to have an opportunity as a harm on Catherine Doak will send her to the line to shoot 2 free throws. They're going to get Aubrey Carlton with the Prairie Grove foul and first foul of the game. That first one up and good, and those are the first point of the night for the visitors. I want to also mention next basketball broadcast will come to you as Ozark Catholic 1-2 at the line will come to you in December 4th. The Panthers of Siloam Springs will make the trip down to Prairie Grove. We'll have that game for you as well. Should start around 6 o'clock or so. Prairie Grove back on the offense. Lead by 4. Carlton can't leave her that much space. Ooh, front iron no good, but an offensive rebound too strong that time by Jinx. So a good couple of opportunities. Going to have a whistle foul. We'll see if that's on Kidd or Jinx. With 3:30 to go in this first quarter. Looks like, they're going to get number 1, Cadence Jinx, with the harm. As we get back underway. And a basket that time, first field goal of the night for the Griffins. And just like that, it's a 2-point game. 5-3 early going here in Prairie Grove. Jinx to drive. Draws the defense, trying to kick it back out. They find Carlton. Carlton for 3. That one too strong off the top of the backboard and going to be going the other way for Ozark Catholic. Ozark Catholic comes into the night on a 2-game losing streak as Brooklyn Stovall going to check back into the game. They lost last night to Gravett 70-25. So it should be an interesting measuring stick for where the Tigers might be for the season in the 4A1. Oh, loose ball, scramble in the backcourt. And looks like Coach Kevin Dickinson for the Griffins going to take the quick timeout. Why don't we take the timeout with him? Your score, Prairie Grove 5, Ozark Catholic 3, 2:45 or so to go, first quarter.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
welcome back out of the break. Griffins take the timeout. They're going to have the inbounds play on their end of the floor. As we get back into game action, I want to mention Prairie Grove on the season. They're 1-2. Won that opening night contest against the Hillbillies of Ozark, but have lost their last two against some stiff 6A competition. Rogers Heritage War Eagles knocked off PG just by 3, 39-36 last week, and then lost on Saturday 49-34 to the Fort Smith Southside Mavericks. Looking to get back into the win column and get to 500. They'll have a game against Providence Academy later this week as well. This is Carleton with the basketball for the Tigers. Nearly losing the handle. Ooh, and a little miscommunication. Kid going to track that pass back down. Tight ropes the timeline. Carleton for three. Bottom of the net that time for Aubrey Carleton. And the Tigers find some offense here in the late going of quarter number one. 8-3, back to a 5-point advantage. That's Carleton's first make of the night. Nice pass down low for the Griffins. Kick back out. 3 on the other end. That one won't rattle home for Ozark Catholic. And quickly out the other direction, Umfleet will get across the timeline. Carleton again for 3. That one off the side of the iron. Offensive rebound. Stovall going to set up the offense for PG. Finds Carleton, had the 3 last time. Stovall loses the handle, able to get back to the basketball, has a good look. Kick down low and up and in for Mattingly Allison. So a lot of different contributors so far for Prairie Grove. Back to a 7-point advantage, the largest lead the Tigers have had so far tonight, as they're trying to close out the final 60 seconds of quarter number one. Nice jump cut. Mentis will find Doak. Carleton going to come out and guard her right at the top of the G here at Prairie Grove Arena. Dickinson on the drive, going to get the whistle and go to the line with 54 seconds to go in quarter one. It's going to be another foul on the Tigers' third in the quarter. This one will go on Allison, and she picks up the harm. First one up, first one good. Back to a 10-4 game. Allison with the foul, like I mentioned. Dickinson has 75% of the Griffins' points. Make that 4 of the 5. As we get back underway, Hope Kidd will bring it across the timeline, looks to set up the offense. Ozark Catholic setting in a 2-3 zone. We saw this against Ozark as PG was able to shoot the Hillbillies out of that zone. 20 seconds on the shot, 35 on the game. That one front iron short. Hope Kidd in the right spot at the right time. Tough shot. Won't get the roll, but we'll get 2 freebies with 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Looks like they're going to get Mentis with the harm, and this stoppage going to allow Emmy Ruley to check back into the game. First one no good for Hope Kidd. She's still looking for her first points tonight. Carleton going to check out. Looks like Savannah Creed, one of the starters for the Griffins, will check in to replace Bryn Morgan. Second one for the senior. That one front iron short. Oh, nice offensive rebound. Ty Ball going to stay with the Tigers on the alternating possession. So something bizarre, unless something bizarre happens here, looks like Ozark Catholic will start with the basketball in quarter two. So 27.7 seconds to go in this first quarter. Tigers have led by as many as 7. It's a 5-point game here. Free throw line extended. Extra pass. Drive from Ruley, splits the defenders, gets fouled, and another chance at the line for 2 free throws. That'll even the fouls at 3 apiece in the quarter for both sides. Ruley has 2 points tonight, had the first basket of our game, and the free throws starting to be a bit of a problem for Prairie Grove. Looks like Nicole Holly going to check in. The sophomore will get her first minutes of game action. Or excuse me, 21 seconds or so of game action. Both free throws missed, so Tigers on this trip down are 0 of 4. They're going to stay with the basketball, but cannot buy something at the free throw line, it seems. Kenny White going to come into the game. As Holly just in for about a second of game action. Ozark Catholic will make the same change and bring Carrie-Ann O'Shaughnessy in to, I assume, guard Kenny White. Kind of big on big there. White fights through a couple of defenders, able to get the inbound. Elbow jumper, smooth from Brooklyn Stovall. 12-5, back to a 7-point advantage. Brooklyn has 5 points tonight. That shot off the mark, loose ball, 3 seconds to go. Doesn't look like Ozark Catholic going to get a shot off. Actually, they will. And just off the target that time for the Griffins. So, after one quarter, your score 12-5. Prairie Grove leads the way. We'll take a quick break on PG Tigers Online, the Southern Sports Network. Bring you the second quarter when we return.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
Well, welcome back. Stephen Blackiston with you. As you take a look at the joint schedule, want to emphasize the joint part of it as Tigers, the Lady Tigers didn't play or played an extra game before Saturday. They lost to Rogers Heritage, like I mentioned. So they're 1-2 on the year. A big contest coming up down the road against Lincoln. That was a hard-fought game a year ago. Siloam Springs will have for you here on the Southern Sports Network and PG Tigers Online. And then it's off and running from there for both the boys and girls as conference play will start. Should be an exciting year of basketball in the 4A1. And of course, Shiloh, always a contender, as well as Huntsville, Pea Ridge, Gravette. Interesting to see what sort of teams they have this year as we get the second quarter underway. Again, Prairie Grove has led the entire way, 12-5. 7 points is the largest advantage. As the Tigers have played smothering defense, just haven't been able to get something going on the offensive end. Defensive rebound, Kenny White going up strong to take that one away. And the Tigers will have an opportunity to extend their advantage. And Stephen Blackiston with you tonight. Thank you for joining us on your Tuesday evening. Elbow jumper, Hope Kidd, bottom and through the twine that time. Hope gets her name into the stat sheet. 14-5, 9 points the advantage. Tigers with a stop and a score can take a double-digit lead. Oh, great defense from Stovall. Just takes it out of the air. Kidd going to bring it up. Get a big screen from Stovall. Really thought about it. Drives, can't get the finish, and nice rebound by O'Shaughnessy for the Griffins. Ozark Catholic trying to push the tempo. 3 on the other end. That one off the mark. Kenny White, strong rebound again. Been a lid on the basket from behind the arc for the Griffins as, that pass for Umfleet just a little strong. A little strong and out of place. So 14-5. Tigers lead the way. It's their second home game of the season for both teams, as that's the first 3 of the night for the Griffins. Mensis knocks it down, so 14-8. As nice take that time. Kenny White, offensive board, can't get it to go back up on the follow. Jump stop. Doak on the drive, backing down. And, yeah, they're going to get Stovall with the foul that time. So far, the second quarter been a Griffins quarter so far. They have the 3 and an opportunity to bring this within 4 with these 2 free throws. First one up. First one finds its way through for senior Catherine Doak. Looks like Cadence Jinks going to come in for Kinsley Umfleet. And Anne-Marie Dickinson, the senior for the Griffins, checks in for the first time tonight. 1 and 2 at the line for Ozark Catholic, so just a 5-point game. Tigers looking to go quickly down the other end. Stovall has 5 points tonight to lead all Tiger scorers. Carleton going to get ready to check in at the next break. White, nice move. Up off the glass, can't get it to fall. Gets her own rebound, and a fight down under the basket. Arrow will favor Prairie Grove, so they'll get a fresh 35 with 5:32 to go in the half. And make sure to stick with us as the undefeated Prairie Grove boys basketball team will take on the boys Ozark Catholic Griffins. That pass just safely into the hands for Carleton. Early the drive, needs some help, trying to find Carleton. That one stolen away, run out the other end. Mentis looking for some help. Able to find some, but the Tiger defense again stands strong, going to force an inbounds for the Griffins under their own basket. Mentis had a great steal and a good opportunity at the basket, just wasn't able to convert it. And we'll just bring up a run-of-the-mill inbounds play. They're going to get it into O'Shaughnessy. Quickly back to Anne-Marie Dickinson. Schultz in the drive, has it sent back. That time from Carleton. Because again, the defense has been the story of the night for Prairie Grove. Ruley, Jinks, Carleton in the corner. Good ball movement from Prairie Grove this time. Down the floor. Oh, Kenny White alone under the basket. Kenny can't quite get it to finish. But the right idea, they over-rotate that zone. Able to get an open look for Kenny. Just can't get it to find the bottom of the net that time. 14-9. 4:20 to go in the half. Been a few minutes of game action since the Tigers scored a basket, but Prairie Grove doing what they need to do on the other end of the floor. 3 up. Nearly banked in that time for Cadence Jinks. Nothing there that time. Oh, poked away. Ruley. Oh, nope. Just couldn't quite keep it in place. So going to go back to Ozark Catholic. A couple of subs going to come in for the Griffins. A little bit of a line change for the visitors. Holly going to check back in for Prairie Grove for a few extra seconds of game action. We're past the halfway point of quarter 2. Grace Dickinson going to travel, and will be Prairie Grove basketball once more. Ruley will run the offense across the timeline with this 5 on the floor. Holly. Allison, mid-range jumper. Knocked down. As Mattingly contributing off the bench tonight. 16-9. 3:30 to go in the quarter. Oh, Allison with the steal. 2-on-1 the other way. That one up too strong. Again, the defense nearly turning into offense for PG, but not able to capitalize that time down the floor and make it back a 9-point advantage. Griffins on the attack again. Loose ball, whistle, and foul. Count the basket. think you can make the argument that there was a potential travel as you had two Griffins touching the basketball at the same time. That's normally the rule, but nothing called that time. Well, it looks like we have a timeout on the floor. Why don't we take it with them? Prairie Grove leads the way 16-9.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Welcome back out of the Ozark Catholic timeout. We'll need to see what the situation on the floor is. They haven't put the basket on the scoreboard. It looks like Ozark Catholic might have called a timeout before the whistle and foul. So, take 2 points off the board, 16-9. Prairie Grove has led the entire game. Largest lead was by 9 points. As good inbounds play just off the mark that time. The Tigers survive as they try to advance the ball themselves. Allison has had the hot hand, can't get that one to kiss off the glass. Jump ball, arrow will go in favor of the Griffins. So 2:41 to go. Hope Kid going to check back into the game for Brooklyn Stovall. As Coach Reed has quite the rotation this year. A lot of pieces to work with. This is the time of year to figure out what you have. As we get back to game action, Holly stands strong on the defensive end. Allison, and they're going to call the over the back that time. I was wondering if they would blow that one. That one's more of a true over the back. Similar sized players. Again, like I mentioned, Prairie Grove girls going to have a couple of games before you see them again. They're going to take on Providence Academy on the 21st and will be down the road at Lincoln on December 2nd after the Thanksgiving holiday. Allison, a little give and go. Yep, she took too many steps before she dribbled. Right idea on the give and go between Kidd and Allison. Just couldn't quite keep it legal. So 2:09 to go in the half. Tigers lead the way 16-9. Leading scorer for PG, Brooklyn Stovall with 5. And a couple of swings under the basket. I think they'll get, they're going to get Holly with the foul. It's the old Jordan rules adage, I suppose. They only call the foul on the first person. I think you could give Holly or Allison a foul that time under the basket. That's Holly's first free throw high and off the mark. That time for Bryn Morgan, one of the seniors for Ozark Catholic. One of the 6 seniors for the Griffins. As that one banks in, and the Griffins into double digits tonight, 16-10. Ozark Catholics just hung around. They're 1-4 on the season. Their lone win against Mulberry back at the beginning of the month, 55-39. They've lost all their others. Down low, Jinx, high off the glass and in. That's Cadence's first basket of the night, and all the starters minus Kenny White have scored this evening, 18-10. Griffins back with the basketball on the drive. Dickinson off the glass and in as well. So some offense coming alive for both of these teams. Ozark Catholic in a conference with Lifeway Christian, Ozark Mountain, and Haas Hall Academy. Shot just a little short. They'll take on the Cedarville Pirates at home on November 21st. That pass nearly out of play. Good job keeping that one alive. Stolen away by Ruley. And the Tigers an opportunity to get this back to 8 points with 40 seconds to go in the first half. Jinks left alone for three. Bank is open late in Prairie Grove. 21-12. 9 points the advantage. The Tigers looking to close out the first half with a vengeance. Allison nearly pokes it away. Shot clock off. Three on the way for the Griffins on the other end. That one off the mark. Holly with the board. 7 seconds. That one out of play. Going to stay with Prairie Grove. 4 seconds left to go in the half. I imagine Coach Reed's just going to tell the girls to hold off. No, they're going to try and push it for some points. Ruley heaves. Ooh, nearly gets it to go. Well, at the break, Prairie Grove leads the way 21-12. We'll pause for a few minutes here on PG Tigers Online and the Southern Sports Network, bringing you the third and fourth quarters of our first game when we return.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food, to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe. Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities. From the ones caring for us every day, to those shaping our tomorrows. The ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service, and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe. Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities. From the ones caring for us every day, to those shaping our tomorrows. The ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service, and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Welcome back out of the halftime intermission. Getting your score 21-12. Wanted to mention before we get the second half underway, Tigers have two broadcasts on PG Tiger Online this week. Tonight against Ozark Catholic for the boys and girls basketball teams, and then Friday the football Tigers will be back in action with a surprise home game against the Pocahontas Redskins. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. We'll go live around 6:30 on Friday night. If you can't make it down the street from us here in Prairie Grove to Tiger Stadium, join us. Tell a friend. Make sure they tell a friend. as it should be quite the spectacle. You see the bracket there. Prairie Grove knocked off Heber Springs on the road last week, 34-14. Pocahontas knocked off the Scrappers of Nashville, as that will be the round 2 matchup. We're back underway, Tigers with the basketball. This is Hope Kidd. 3 in the corner from Stovall. Front iron short. Kenny White the rebound. And she fights for it. And looks like it'll be a foul on Ozark Catholic. We'll need to see the number. A couple of Griffins down in there. That's going to be on Grace Dickinson. The other 2 on the floor for Prairie Grove to start. The 5'9" junior Cadence Jinks and Emmy Ruley will be the 5 on the floor. 5 starters to tonight's contest as well. Leading scorer for Prairie Grove. Bottom there is actually, after that three-pointer, a 3-way tie. Jinks, Stovall, and Ruley all have 5 points tonight. 24-12. The largest advantage Prairie Grove's had in the game so far. 12 points. They've doubled up the Griffins, as PG is led from the opening possession. But a nice answer on the other end for Ozark Catholic to maintain touching distance, 24-14. That's the first basket of the night for Savannah Creed. Their starters are on the floor as well. Kidd cuts the basket, and Hope will get her second field goal of the evening. 26-14, back to the 12-point game. Oh, nearly an interception from Hope Kidd. Almost stepped in front of that pass, but just deflected out of bounds. Going to be a inbounds play for the Griffins under their own basket. But you look at the scoring for the 5 starters tonight. 5 points, like I mentioned, for Jinks, Stovall, and Ruley. 4 points for Kidd. Kenny White, the only starting Tiger not to score, but she's done a great job cleaning up the boards tonight. And the Tigers will have an opportunity to extend the advantage this time down. Ruley for 3. That one off the mark. Kidd able to track down the board. Kenny, first basket of the night, and all 5 starters have now scored for Prairie Grove. Talk about peak efficiency. 28 points on the night for Prairie Grove, as they have come out firing to start this second half. That one rejected by the rim. Kidd with the board. Pushed ahead. Ruley. Stovall for 3. That off the mark. Kenny White, another board. Shot up. No good, but Kenny, after the hard contact, going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws, as that's going to be the second foul of the quarter for Ozark Catholic, and going to be the second foul of the game for Carrie-Ann O'Shaughnessy. Like I said, Kenny has done a great job cleaning up the offensive and defensive boards, but has been the case for the rest of the Tigers. The free throw line has been the nemesis tonight for Coach Reed's girls. Second attempt for the junior. That off the mark too. So 6 straight missed free throws. Kenny White tracks down the long rebound. Tigers will have a fresh 35 to work with. Corner 3. That one too strong. Jinx able to track it back down. Didn't hit the rim, so shot clock at under 20. White at the top of the key. Nearly traveling, but able to keep her wits about her. Under 10 on the shot clock. Stovall to drive. Floats off the mark. And a long rebound for the Griffins. Peyton Schultz going to push the tempo for her side. And that off the Tiger. And we'll stay with Ozark Catholic. Looks like Ozark Catholic going to take a full timeout. Why don't we take the timeout with them? 28-14, a 14-point game for your Prairie Grove Tigers.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. and enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
And welcome back as the Tigers up 2 touchdowns on the visiting Ozark Catholic Griffins. If only this was football, not basketball, they'd be doing all right. Like I mentioned, the next time we'll be on the air for basketball against the Siloam Springs Panthers on December 4th. And then to close out the 2025 portion of the basketball season, we'll have the Gravette Lions coming to Prairie Grove for the conference opener on December the 19th. Then we won't see you until the new year in 2026 as the first game of the new year at home. Prairie Grove will take on the Shiloh Christian Saints. We're back underway here in PG out of the timeout taken by Ozark Catholic. They have 2 left for the game. They find themselves doubled up at the minute. Into the corner for 3. Bottom that time for the Griffins, and that's the first basket of the night for Peyton Schultz. And that's a big answer out of the timeout for the Griffins. Off the mark on the other end. Schultz with the board after the basket. And here come the Griffins. Another 3. That one high, off the back of the iron, and a long rebound, that time by Brooklyn Stovall. Ruley, she's going to take a deep 3 of her own. That off the mark. Another rebound for Ozark Catholic. As Carlton can get ready to check in at the next whistle for Prairie Grove. Tough shot, off the mark. Still not settled. Looks like Hope Kidd got hit in the face. Maybe the nose. And she's all smiles through a wince down the floor this time. Ruley, kick out. Jinx for 3. Bottom of the net that time for Cadence. And just like that, back to a 14-point advantage, 31-17. Tigers continuing to set the pace in this one. They're going to get Ruley with the reach-in foul. That's Emmy's first of the quarter for Prairie Grove. As Carlton and Umfleet going to check back in for the Tigers. Looks like Stovall and Ruley will check out. Stovall with 5 points. And Jinx, after that 3, now leads all Tiger scores with 8 on the evening. Been a well-distributed affair for the black and gold this evening. That 3, front iron short. Going to have a jump ball. Arrow will stay with Ozark Catholic with 3:15 to go in the third quarter as we hit 7 o'clock local. And this time Friday night, we'll be putting toe to leather. Football team going to be taking on the Pocahontas Redskins, 7 o'clock. You can buy tickets to join in person. If you can't make it to the game, we'll have it for you on PG Tigers Online and the Southern Sports Network. Make sure to ring the bell and subscribe to the account. Best way to keep up with all your Prairie Grove Tiger once in action. Floater, that off the mark as Dickinson got her own miss and will get fouled. Going to go to the line for 2 free throws. 3:02 to go in quarter number 1. Looks like they're going to get Kenny with her first foul. As looks like O'Shaughnessy going to get ready to come in to the game. But first, a timeout taken by Prairie Grove. Their first of the game. Let's take it with them. Your score again, 31-17. More when we return.
The story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball. But as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Welcome back. Going to be free throws out of this timeout for Ozark Catholic. Again, this game 1 of 2 tonight. We'll have the boys game following this contest. At the line, Grace Dickinson. She has 6 points tonight to lead all scorers for the Griffins. Make that 7. As the Griffins are hitting their free throws tonight. Haven't had a lot of opportunities, but are knocking them down. Second opportunity. That off the mark. Offensive rebound. O'Shaughnessy fighting through some contact. Can't get the whistle or the basket. So 1 of 2 at the line. 2:55 to go in the quarter. And the Tigers back on the prowl. A basket here would do wonders for their advantage. Hope Kidd, floater, no good. Through a couple of hands and brought in by Grace Dickinson. Dickinson looking to push the tempo, coast to coast. Can't get the finish. And Kenny White takes it away from Mackenzie Umfleet. Umfleet pushing it ahead to Jinks. She's found her corner. Can't get the shot off. Drives. Umfleet. Cross court Carleton. She'll take the 3. Sidewinding shot not there. Kidd clears some space, and Hope going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws and see if this can end the 6 straight missed free throw streak that the Black and Gold are on. The free throws have been an issue for PG. First one from Hope, true. So that'll end the miss streak. 32-18. Still a 14-point game. Hope looking to make it a 15-point game, and she does. First time tonight, PG's knocked down both their free throw attempts at the line. So 33-18, 15 points the difference, 2:10 to go in the third quarter. Tigers trying to get back to 500 with a couple of games before conference play. That shot off the mark that time for Anne-Marie Dickinson, and the Tigers will push the tempo. Carleton to Jinks, a couple of three-point shooters. Going to find Umfleet. Back to Jinks. Carleton in the corner. Kenny down in the dunker's spot trying to drive the basket on O'Shaughnessy. Ooh, and she's going to get bailed out with the foul there. That'll be the 3rd foul on Carrie-Ann O'Shaughnessy. Oh, excuse me. No, they're going to get Dickinson with the foul. And that's significant. Be Dickinson's first as Kenny misses her first. If it had been on O'Shaughnessy, it'd been the 3rd foul for her. But it's 4 fouls for the team. So next one would be free throws the rest of the quarter for Prairie Grove with about 94 seconds to go. Second from Kenny. That's true. So 34-16, 16-point advantage. As we're going to get a couple of new bodies into the game. Holly will return for some more action. And Gabby Gamino, the freshman, going to get back in to the game. Her first game action. Had a lot of run against Ozark a week ago. That shot, a tough make from Peyton Schultz. But the Griffins into the 20s now, 20-34. Schultz has 5 points. Three from Carleton. Bottom of the net. High arcing shot. True and good. 17-point game now in Prairie Grove as we go under a minute in the quarter. 37-20. As Carleton's knocked down 2 of them tonight. Loose ball. Nearly poked away by Umfleet. Holly moves her feet. Alters the shot. That one off Gamino's face. And Kenny White with the board. Looks like going to have alternating possession. Will go back to Prairie Grove. So Ozark Catholic will start the ball with the quarter. Looks like Ruley going to get ready to check in. And looks like Coach Reed able to get her in before play resumes. So Carleton going to check out. Ruley, Umfleet, Gamino, White, and Holly, the 5 on the floor. Oh, excuse me. It looks like White will be the one that comes out. Carleton will stay in. They just switch roles. There's about a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock here tonight in this third quarter. Carleton going to take the 3 from the top of the key. Misses to the left. Loose ball rebound. Ozark Catholic nearly had numbers. Good job, Gamino, able to track that back down, force an offensive set from the Griffins. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Griffins not going towards the basket as of yet. 3 seconds to go in the quarter. Here comes the play, and at the horn, Grace Dickinson puts it through to make it a 37-22 game going into the final frame. Let's take a quick break on PG Tigers Online. We'll be back for the final 8 when we return.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
And welcome back. As we get set for the final 8 minutes of play, Ozark Catholic trails the Tigers of Prairie Grove by 15, 37-22. They'll start with the basketball. Their leading scorer tonight after that basket at the horn is Grace Dickinson. The senior has 9 points tonight. Leading scorer for the Tigers, I believe, is a tie between Cadence Jinks and Aubrey Carlton with 8 points apiece. Carlton certainly the leading starter in the scoring category for PG. We get back underway. 5 on the floor for the Coach Reed's Tigers. Umfleet, Gamino, Carlton, Hawley, and Ruley. A little bit of a different look for the Tigers. 3 on the way. That's front iron short. Gamino tried to get down there to get the board. Great job by Ozark Catholic. That's Anne-Marie Dickinson, and great job to get the board. Timeout called by Ozark Catholic. Will stay here this time. Again, like I mentioned, Coach Reed's team have a couple of games around the corner. As you see here, the joint schedule this year. So next game we'll have for you that Siloam Springs contest. And then it'll be conference games on PG Tigers Online the rest of the way. Should be an exciting season of basketball. Next game for the Lady Tigers, Providence Academy on the 21st. It won't be featuring the boys. It'll just be the girls taking on Providence Academy's girls in that game. And if you look around the conference to start the early season, Berryville is leading the way 3-0 on the year as they play Lincoln tonight. They knocked off Clarksville, Cotter, and Eureka Springs to start the season. Prairie Grove is 1-2 on the year. Pea Ridge, Huntsville, and Gentry all 1-1. Gravette 1-2, and Shiloh has lost the lone game that they have played this year. We're back underway. 7:45 to go in this one. Tigers have led from the opening tip, looking to put the final notes on this one and get back to 500 on the season. O'Shaughnessy, her shot gets the shooter's roll and falls in. So 37-24 is Hawley with the basketball. Drive, kick out, Gamino. Kidd, who's been reinserted into the game, as well as Jinks with the basketball there. Gamino surveying, going to try and draw the defense. Jinks on the drive at the baseline, loses it off her leg and out of play, so it'll go back to the Griffins. Coach Reed going to call in a couple more reinforcements. Looks like Stovall and White will check back in. So the only non-starter on the floor as of the minute. Actually, no, excuse me. All 5 starters are actually back into the game for Prairie Grove. Coach Reed, I guess, didn't like what he saw there to start the quarter. So going to reinsert the starters, try and regain a little bit of control in this one. Loose ball. Kidd nearly laid out for it. Ozark Catholic going to have to reset the O. with 6:45 to go here tonight. Griffins have one timeout remaining, 37-24, 3 on the way. That off the mark could have made it a 10-point game if it had gone. Stolen away, Kidd. Pope going behind the back, tricky moves, knifing through the Griffins defense, gives it up. Jinks, Stovall for 3. Bottom of the net for Brooklyn Stovall, and that's a big answer for the Prairie Grove Tigers, 40-24. We mentioned it in the first game of the year against Ozark. If the Lady Tigers can get to 40 points in this conference, you're going to win a lot of basketball games. That's going to be a foul on PG, so we'll send O'Shaughnessy to the line to shoot 2 free throws. She has 2 points tonight as well as 2 fouls. That's the second foul on Kenny White. That 3 gave Brooklyn Stovall 8 points as well, so she joins her teammate Cadence Jinks with 8 points this evening. Again, stick with us after the final 6:02 of this one. We'll have the boys' game to follow. The boy Tigers looking to remain perfect to start the season. Second free throw from O'Shaughnessy. Back of the iron, no good. So 1 and 2 at the line that time. White with the board. And Stovall will be the one to bring it across the timeline. White. 3-point line extended. Going to set a screen for Kidd. Nice little off-motion jumper. Won't fall, but a good shot that time. And, yeah, that one's going to be a violation. So going to be Prairie Grove basketball under their own basket. 5:39 to go tonight. Kidd the inbounder. Well, I think that one was dribbled off of somebody's foot. Took a weird angle on the way back up. Turnover. And the Griffins will have an opportunity to make something happen this end. 3 on the way. That one off the mark. And we're seeing some full court pressure from the Griffins, and I believe, yeah, that'll be a 10-second. Good defense that time from Ozark Catholic. Forces the 10-second violation. First one of the evening for either side, and we'll send the ball back to the Griffins. And Marie Dickinson with it. And she's lost her dribble, finds her, I would imagine, sister, Grace Dickinson. This is Mentis. Back to Grace Dickinson. Nearly losing the handle. Good defense from Prairie Grove with 4:45 to go. 5 on the shot clock. Turnaround jumper, front iron short. White able to bring down the board. She's had quite the night cleaning up the glass. As we go under 4.5, Coach Reed wants to take the timeout. Why don't we take the timeout with him as well? 40-25, your Tigers lead the way. They're looking to get back to 500. More after this.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
Welcome back. Just looking around the arena during the timeout and spotted our own Ryan Cook in attendance tonight. Him and the two-time Hall of Famer Lynn Gregson will have the call on Friday night against Pocahontas. A date to the quarterfinals on the line here in Prairie Grove on Friday night. Back-to-back years, the football Tigers have been one of the 16 best 4A teams. Looking to do it a round better. Again, taking on the Pocahontas Redskins at 7 o'clock. As Prairie Grove looking to get back to the quarterfinals for the first time since 2017, I believe. Certainly are capable, and then a Black Friday matchup with either the Lumberjacks or Pirates of the Lumberjacks of Warren or the Pirates of Gosnell would await them. But do definitely have to play the game on Friday first. Back underway here. Ruley to White. Back out to Ruley. Free throw line jumper for Kenny White. Bank not open that time. Loose ball and alternating possession. Going to stick with Prairie Grove with 4:04 to go in this fourth quarter. Just about halfway through the quarter. Kidd cuts to the basket, kick out. Jinks for three. Front iron, no good. Oh, good positioning that time from Ruley. Can't hold it, and we're going to have a foul somewhere and all that. Looks like they're going to get Brooklyn Stovall with her second. That'll be the second of the quarter for Prairie Grove. So 40-25. Under 3:50 to go here tonight. Schultz. Yep, looks like she couldn't keep that back pivot foot down, so take too many steps, be a turnover, and the Tigers will have the basketball with 3:39 to go. Kidd to Ruley. Worked around to Kenny White. Ooh, Kenny shot off the mark. Kidd traces it down. Three on the way for Stovall. That one too strong. Good couple of looks at the basket that time for the black and gold. Can't come away with any points. So 40-25. 3:10 left here tonight in Prairie Grove. Three on the way. Back iron no good. Stovall with the long rebound. Brooklyn has 8 points this evening. Three on the way from Ruley. That off the mark. Kidd with the tough rebound. Trying to go to work under the basket. Whips it out. And the Tigers playing fierce up as many as they are. 40-25. Another three on the way from Jinks. That off the mark. Long rebound. Stovall. Some physical play. And Coach Reed going to take the timeout. As we got 2:31 to go. Looks like Mattingly Allison going to check into the game. We'll keep it here this time. Again, would like to mention, if you like what you're watching, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing to PG Tigers Online here on YouTube. Best way to stay up with the volleyball, football, and basketball teams here in the Grove. And if you haven't considered subscribing, go ahead and do it. And also you can ring the bell on the account. You get a notification every time we go live on PG Tigers Online, so you won't miss any basketball this winter. Also would mention, you can also download the Southern Sports Network app to get this game and hundreds more on demand. You can watch it on your smart TV as well. If you have a Roku or Fire Stick, watch it on the big screen at home. Well, out of the timeout, going to be Prairie Grove basketball. The inbound on the far side. Kidd will receive. And the Tigers looking for a basket. Haven't had one in a few minutes of gameplay in this fourth quarter. That shot off the mark. Allison nearly with the board, and Tigers going to have another 33 seconds to attempt a basket on their end of the floor. Oh, stolen away. Run out the other end. Schultz trying to do it herself. Oh, good trailing defense from Brooklyn Stovall. Able to alter the shot. Going to be an inbounds play for Ozark Catholic. .2:12 to go. Oh, wow. Great steal off the inbounds from Hope Kidd. Steps in front of the passing lanes. Run out the other end. Kidd gives it up last second. Ruley, puts it away for the first basket in probably about 4 minutes of game action. 42-25. Tigers lead extended. That three off the mark. Stovall with the board. Really going to step into a three. Why not? Offensive rebound. Stovall back up and in. And Brooklyn is the lone Tiger in double digits tonight. 44-25. 19 points the advantage. 90 seconds to go here tonight. Three on the way for the Griffins. That off the mark. Offensive rebound by Doak. Can get it to find its way through the iron, and jump ball arrow will stay with Ozark Catholic. Looks like Mackenzie Umfleet and Carlton will check in for Hope Kidd and Cadence Jinks. Kidd with 6 points tonight, Jinks with 8. Leading scorer for the Tigers, Brooklyn Stovall with 10. The lone player for either team, as that one's stolen, or turned over, I would rather say, off the inbounds play, but immediately turned right back over. I was going to say Stovall, the leading scorer of the game, only player in double digits for either side. Schultz in the drive. Shot rejected, but they're going to say without harming the shooter, so that'll be a foul on PG. And 2 shots for Schultz. That's third foul on Schultz, on Stovall. Third for the quarter for PG, and it looks like Coach Dickinson going to empty his bench as that first attempt off the mark. I'll get you these names as they come into the game. Looks like Kira Pasatino, number 23, the freshman, going to come in to the game. Also, number 20, Izzy Klaus, one of the freshmen for the Griffins. Let's see, who else is in the game? Catherine Doak, who's played some tonight. A couple other numbers need to get to. Gamino and Hawley have come in for PG with 59.8 seconds to play. 44-25, make that 44-26. As the last one to come in, Anne-Marie Dickinson. She's played some tonight. And looks like number 12, Kesslyn Millett, one of the sophomores for the Griffins, will check in. So we have under a minute to go. Carlton will run the point back over to Umfleet. Umfleet on the drive, kick out Gamino. I see Gamino get a basket. Carlton going to take the three, why not? Bottom of the net for Aubrey Carlton. That puts her into double digits for the night. She's had quite the start to the season. 47-26, a 21-point advantage, and it looks like Coach Elder a little slow on the stoppage of the clock that time, ran a couple of extra tenths off for us with 34.6 seconds to go. So 47-26, Tigers going to get back to 500, 2-2 on the year. They'll have a big one on the 21st against Providence Academy. Tough drive. That a good shot. It off the mark. Gamino with the board. And 23 seconds to go. So Tigers can elect to let this one run out. Hawley with it. Umfleet. Gamino. Allison, that shot blocked. Oh, and a whistle and a foul from Hawley with 5.5 seconds to go. Luckily, that's not a free throw shooting foul, but it will be an inbounds play, so just should be a catch and quick drive for maybe a last-second prayer from Anne-Marie Dickinson. At the horn, that shot off the mark, and the Tigers are back to 500, 2-2 on the year, 47-26. They are victorious. We'll take a break here on PG Tigers Online, and when we return, it'll be the boys' turn to square off against the Ozark Catholic Academy Griffins. Stephen Blackiston with you. Don't go anywhere. More basketball action around the corner here in Prairie Grove.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience. including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe. Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities. From the ones caring for us every day, to those shaping our tomorrows. The ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service, and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe. Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities. From the ones caring for us every day, to those shaping our tomorrows. The ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself. Exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Prairie Grove Tiger Arena for the last matchup of the night. The Ozark Catholic Griffins versus your Prairie Grove Tigers. Introducing tonight's starting lineups. First, the visiting team, the Ozark Catholic Griffins. Number 0, Matthew Sanchez. Number 2, Tafari Weir. Number 3, Spencer Holmes. Number 15, Parker Bickerstaff. And number 23, Elliot Lunsford. And now, introducing your Prairie Grove Tigers. Number 4, standing at 6'3", senior Cole Agar. Number 13, standing at 5'10", senior Robert Von Bergen. Number 14, standing at 6'4", junior Kellen Cash. Number 21, standing at 6'9", freshman Number 22, standing at 5'10", it's senior Alex Mayer.
Welcome back as you see the starting lineups from both sides tonight. The Visiting Ozark Catholic Academy Griffins in blue with white numerals. They're starting 5. 0, Matthew Sanchez. Number 2, Tafari Weir. Number 3, Spencer Holmes. Number 15, Parker Bickerstaff. And number 23, Elliot Lunsford. Head coach, Jason George. Assistants, John Marcotte and Kevin Dickinson. 5 on the floor to start the night for your Tigers. In the circle, 6'9" freshman Finn Stolzer. Number 22, Alex Mann. Number 13, Robert Von Bergen. Number 14, Kellen Cash. And number 4, Cole McGuire. First basket of the night. That's going to go to Tafari Weir as they win the opening tip. So 2-0 for Ozark Catholic. That's the first time tonight at any point the Griffins have led the way. Cash going to work on Weir. Fadeaway jumper, tough shot. Gets it to go. As we get underway for our second game of the night. A couple of early baskets both ways this evening. And that's going to be off of a Tiger and State with Ozark Catholic Academy. Of course, like we mentioned, Prairie Grove boys, they are undefeated to start the season. Won here on opening night, 57-55 against the Hillbillies of Ozark. Went down the road to Elkins, won 60-45. And really the impressive win, all wins are hard at this level, but beating the Fort Smith Southside Mavericks 66-58 at their place down in Fort Smith. Deep 3 on the way. That off the iron now to play that time for Parker Bickerstaff. On the other side of the coin, Ozark Catholic, they come into the night 6-5 on the season. Of course, for schools not playing football, they get a little bit of a head start. They rattled off 4 straight wins to start their season, back-to-back losses, 2 wins, and then ride a 3-game losing streak at the minute. They lost a 9-point game. That went off Cole McGarn out of play. Lost a 9-point game on Monday to grab it, 65-56. As they're looking to get back to winning ways. So this should be a good contest to sort of see where Prairie Grove is as the non-conference slate for the boy Tiger basketball team is certainly going to live up to expectations. Wow, tough take to the basket that time by Weir. Off the mark. Kellen with the board. Cash accelerating. Coast to coast. Oh, can't get the finger roll to go. Right idea. Just can't get it to go down. And we remain tied at 2 apiece with a minute and a half gone in tonight's festivities. Bickerstaff going to work on Alex Mann, who was the hero a week ago tonight with that shot with 2 seconds left. McGarr, we're going to get fouled as he's playing physical with Tafari Weir. 6'2 senior for the Griffins has the only basket of the night for Ozark Catholic. And the Tigers will be back in action against Providence Academy on the 21st. So we get back underway. Weir to Bickerstaff on the far corner, trying to go among the trees, has it poked away, and Cole McGarr looking to run it the other direction. Off the glass and in. McGarr had 32 points or 33 points on Saturday against Fort Smith Southside. Quite the offensive performance. He's going to get the board here. That Providence Academy game, that's going to be a part of the Pea Ridge Classic later this week. Turnaround jumper, tough shot. McGarr can't get it to fall. Again, the Prairie Grove basketball team, boys basketball team, down a couple of players. No Isaac Moss, no Blake Coran. Football season still going strong. And it'll be an offensive foul. Going to go to the other way for Prairie Grove as they have the small lead, 4-2. Looks like Whit Stacy, the 5'10 sophomore, going to come in for Parker Bickerstaff. Bickerstaff, one of 3 seniors for the Griffins. Kellen across the timeline. Alex Mann, Cole McGarr, Robert Von Bergen. McGarr, turnaround jumper this time. That one's true. McGarr has 4 of the 6 for the Prairie Grove Tigers to start the night. The Griffins going to be in for a long night if Cole starts getting hot. Cash picking up Weir. Weir for 3. That one too strong. Robert Von Bergen Long rebound. McGar will bring it across the timeline. Little pick and roll with Stolzer. Stolzer has it poked away. 2-on-1. Weir. Oh, nice Euro into the basket. So that's the second field goal of the night for the Griffins, and both of them have come from number 2 in blue. Cash will go to work on Weir. Griffins just content to play man defense early on. Von Bergen cuts to the basket. Oh, great job by Robert. Didn't score on opening night, but has the basket here tonight. Good job by the senior. Deep three. That off the mark. Stolzer uses his height to get the board. Man. Tigers have 3-on-2 down the way. McGar into the corner, nearly ran down the official. Cole drives, turn around, nothing there. Von Bergen, great offensive board. He's fighting for it down low. Oh, and kicks. Yeah, I was going to say, that should be a kickball violation. There's Robert Von Bergen playing inspired basketball to start the evening here in Prairie Grove. McGar to inbound. Gets into Cash. Oh, quick, nifty little move. As that one maybe ran a second or so off the clock. A little up and in. 10-4. Cash has 4. McGar has 4. Von Bergen with 2. That's your scoring for the Tigers. Deep three. That off the mark. McGar with the board. There's been a lid on the basket for the Griffins from behind the arc to start this contest. And PG looking to take advantage. McGar for 3 on the other end. High off the glass. Stolzer can't bring it in. And Weir will just have to bring it across the timeline. Looks like Corbin Dobbs getting ready to come into the game for PG at the next whistle. And count the basket as Tafari Weir is carrying the Ozark Catholic Griffins so far. He has all 6 of the points for the visitors and has an opportunity to get his 7th here at the charity stripe. That's the first foul on Alex Mann. He's going to come out of the game, and Dobbs will replace him. The end one true. Back to a 3-point game. Bickerstaff going to check in for Spencer Holmes. As McGar and Cash can operate the backcourt. Corbin Dobbs going to get his first touch of the ball. Trying to find Stolzer, going to work in the painted area. Turn around. That shot off the mark, and yeah, we're going to have a foul away from the ball. Looks like that time Whit Stacy cleared him out a little space. That space being cleared was Corbin Dobbs, and that's going to be the first foul of the night for Stacy, second of the quarter. Stolzer, long 2, foot was on the line. McGar, tough rebound. Cash for 3. Front iron, no good. Stolzer, another opportunity for the Tigers. Uses his body to get up into the painted area, up at the basket, and he's fouled. So Tigers have had 3 swings of the axe, this time on the offensive end, and just can't get the tree to fall down. That's the second foul of the night on Elliott Lunsford, third of the quarter. Looks like Bentley Smith getting ready to check in to the game. Stolzer's first. Finds the bottom of the net. Smith is going to replace Robert Von Bergen. 5'10" sophomore getting his first game action tonight. 11-7, back to a 4-point game. Make it 5 as the young freshman knocks them both home. He has 2 points tonight. 12-7, 5-point game. Sanchez to Weir. He scored all 7 of the points for the Griffins tonight. Stacy, floater in the lane, and somebody besides Tafari Weir has finally scored for Ozark Catholic. So 12-9. It's been a tight game as we've come down the stretch in this first quarter. Cash being picked up by Weir, trying to clear him some space. Going to get a screen into the corner for Dobbs. And a blocking foul. Actually, there's Brentley Smith on the drive. But a blocking foul on Ozark Catholic as the Griffins are a foul away from being in the bonus or putting Prairie Grove in the bonus here. They're leaving Stolzer alone in the corner by design. We'll get it into Kellen Cash. Cash, fade away. Ooh, nearly good. Rolls off the iron, and Griffins have numbers the other way. Good job by McGar, able to force the reset. Trap in the corner, ball's loose. And out of there with it, Corbin Dobbs. 2-on-2 down the floor. Oh, and Corbin with the finger roll. Count the basket. 14-9 with 67 seconds left to go in the quarter. Looks like Bentley Stewart, the other Bentley for Prairie Grove, going to get ready to come into the game. Safari Weir making it all happen. Sanchez looking for his first basket. Turns around, free throw line jumper. That's well short, now to play. Kept alive. Stolzer able to intercept the pass. And the Tigers will have an opportunity to extend the advantage before the quarter break. Dobbs, ooh, that pass poked away and out of play. So we're going to have Bentley Stewart come into the game, who will replace Stolzer. You know, over the years, we've had 2 Alexes on the team, 2 Coles on the team. Now we have 2 Bentleys on the team. That's Corbin Dobbs getting it down to Cole McGar. Cole, turnaround, can't get it to roll in. So 14-9. To make this a one-possession game off of that basket. Nothing there. Offensive rebound up and in. As Stacy has his second make of the night. So it's a 3-point game. 8 seconds. 5 seconds. Cash going to hoist the 3. That rattles out. And that'll be the quarter. So after a quick first quarter, your score 14-11. Prairie Grove leads the way. Let's take a quick break. Bring you quarter 2 when we return.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
Welcome back as we get ready for the second quarter. Your score 14-11 as the Prairie Grove boys looking to maintain the perfect start to their season. They're 3-0 on the year, and they've won the first quarter. So 14-11. Leading scorer for the Tigers is Cole McGar and Kellen Cash, tied with 4 apiece. Robert Von Bergen has 2. Finn Stolzer has 2 as well. And I believe Corbin Dobbs has 2 points to his name. On the other side of the coin, the scoring much more easier. Safari Weir has 7. And off the bench, which Stacy has 4. So we're back underway. Prairie Grove's basketball to start the quarter. This is Bentley Stewart. Corbin Dobbs. Corbin will give it back to Bentley Stewart, Kellen Cash, Cole McGar, and Bentley Smith, the 5 on the floor. That free throw line jumper, no good. Oh, great follow in put back by Corbin Dobbs, 16-11. As Dobbs has come off the bench to contribute in this second quarter. Weir attacking the basket, spin move, turn around, jumper no good. Rebound settled by Dobbs. Had the basket on one end, rebound the other way. Cash going quickly. Draws a couple of Griffin defenders. Looking for the painted area, able to get in there. Kicked into the corner for Stewart. Back out to Cash, left alone for 3. Bottom of the net that time for Kellen Cash. And the Tigers making the Griffins pay for losing number 14, 19-11, 8 points the advantage, largest of the night for Prairie Grove's boys. Stolzer getting ready to come back in at the next whistle. Down low, Lunsford can't make anything happen, so they kick it back out to Tafari Weir. Tafari, survey. 3 on the way. Buried on the other end. As the three-point shooting contest underway. 19-14. That's Spencer Holmes' first basket. Cash spins in the lane, turn around, right hand, good. And just like that, Cash has 9 points tonight. 21-14, so 7-point game. 6:02 to go in this first half. Ooh, and that one's close. Colmagar was saying it was off of Griffin. I think it was off of him more than it was someone from Ozark Catholic. Stolzer going to come back into the game. Stolzer has made 2 free throws tonight for his 2 points. Sanchez yet to score. Back to Stacy, who has 4 points tonight. Shot clock winding down. And all alone in space, Corbin Dobbs. Oh, Tafari Weir tried to put it away, but not able to. Dobbs has 6 points off the bench tonight. 23-14. Tigers, 9 points now the lead. They're trying to pull away from the Griffins in this second frame. This is Sanchez on the drive. Camping out in the key. We did have a couple of 3 in the key calls last week. Yet to have one tonight. We have had a 10-second. Weir on the drive. Oh, good take, but can't get it to fall. Couple of opportunities now for the Griffins under the basket, and wow, that's a tough one to give up. Stacy on the third try gets the basket and the foul. So an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play. They're going to get Stolzer with the harm. So 23-16. Stacy an opportunity to make this a 4-point game. But first, we'll have a timeout. Let's take the timeout with them. You're watching Tiger Basketball on PG Tigers Online.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself. Exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Welcome back. Out of the timeout, we still have an and one free throw awaiting sophomore Whit Stacy. Stacy's been a spark plug off the bench for the Griffins. As Coach Simmons' Tigers will break their huddle. Von Bergen, Mann, Dobbs, Cash, and McGar, the 5 on the floor. And here is that and one free throw. That's true. So, 23-17. Mann looking to find somebody to get it into. Finally finds Corbin Dobbs. Alex will get it back. Dobbs, Robert Von Bergen to Kellen Cash, who has 9. 23-17. Great game so far. In the corner, Dobbs for 3. That one's short off the front of the iron, or side of the iron from that angle. And Ozark Catholic an opportunity to make this a one-possession game on this end of the floor. Sanchez going to get a screen from Weir. Dobbs fights through. Stacy, who's had the hot hand in this contest as of late, finds Sanchez. Back to Stacy. Pass to nobody. Sanchez able to track it back down. On the drive, Mann with the hand up. Not much more you can do defensively there. And that'll be Sanchez's first basket of the night. So 23-19. Down to a 4-point difference. Mann going to step into a 3. Front iron, no good. And Holmes tracks down the rebound for Ozark Catholic. See who that's off of. Looks like it's off of a Prairie Grove Tiger. So Stolzer going to come back into the game. Joseph Dickinson going to come into the game for the first time tonight for the Griffins. Stacy to inbound. Lofted in for Holmes. Von Bergen going to pick him up. Under 20 on the shot clock. 3.5 to go in the half. Sanchez, kick out Stacy. Stacy going to drive. Floater over Stolzer. No good. Stolzer with the rebound. Man was in there as well. This will be Kellen Cash to bring it across the timeline. Cash accelerates. Finds a man down in the far corner. McGar, who's checked back in. And Kellen Cash going to walk it back out as we near in on 3 minutes to go in quarter 2. Fade away from McGar. Good. That's McGar's first field goal of the second quarter. And the advantage back to 6 points. 25-19, 2:45 to go in the second quarter. Sanchez going to work on Cole McGar. Going to give it up for Tafari Weir. Kellen Cash will pick him up. Weir has a herd of Tigers on him. Kicks out. Extra pass. Holmes for 3. Bottom of the net that time for Spencer Holmes. He has 6 points. And Coach Simmons wants to talk it over. 25-22. It's a one-possession game. We'll bring you more when we return.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Welcome back. Stephen Blackiston with you as you're watching the Tiger basketball teams on PG Tigers Online. Here at Tiger Arena at home. This is the second home game of the early season for the boys. Of course, we'll bring you all the home conference games and I believe the one road trip we're going to make this year back over to Madison County against the Huntsville Eagles. So that one should be an exciting contest. Back underway. Kellen Cash with the basketball. Stolzer finds Alex Mann. Robert Von Bergen on the drive. McGar. Tough shot at the free throw line. Can't get it to fall. And Tafari Weir will corral the board. Weir going to work. That shot won't fall. Pinballed around. Dickinson nearly with the board, but McGar able to pull it out of there. Man going quickly. McGar, deep 3. He likes these. Front iron short. Von Bergen. Offensive board. Easy take to the basket for Robert, and he has his second basket of the night. And a big answer. 27-22 now. Stacy. Paint's denied by Stolzer. Sanchez, Stacy again. He's going to try his luck on a small drive. That shot rolls out. And Finn will have the board. Cash will bring it across the timeline. Man almost wasn't ready for the pass. Stolzer finds himself alone in the paint. He's going to go to the line for a couple more free throws. His first 2 points of the night came at the charity stripe. Stacy's foul. It's the first of the quarter for Ozark Catholic. And that one rattles out for the freshman. Bickerstaff going to check in for Stacy, and Elliott Lunsford going to check in to the game for Dickinson. So starting 5 for both teams on the floor tonight, here with 1:05 to go in the first half. 27-22. Tigers have led by as many as 9 as Stolzer is 3 of 4 at the charity stripe tonight. 28-22, so 6 points. The difference again, so under a minute to go. Out of play, going to stay with Ozark Catholic Academy. And if you haven't seen it, we will take a look at the football bracket as we break the halftime intermission. Weir, his first 3 of the night, good. I was going to say Tafari has been quiet in this second quarter, but he woke up with a big 3 there. Makes it a one-possession game again. He's the first player into double digits tonight with 10. Cash, hounded at the basket. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Like I was mentioning, we'll take a look at the playoff bracket for the football Tigers, who have a big one in the second round on Friday night. Can't make it out in person, we'll have the broadcast for you. Again, just making sure you know at home, a little bit of different programming schedule. We'll go live at 6:30 with pregame as the first free throw for Kellen Good. He's into double digits now. And kickoff will be at 7. We'll join Lynn Gregson, Ryan Cook on the call there as the Tigers take on the Pocahontas Redskins. Both are good from Kellen. So it's a 30-25 score. 30 seconds to go in the half. Kellen has 11 to lead all scorers. As Bickerstaff will give to Weir. Weir on the drive. Kick out. 3 on the way. That one no good. Loose ball. Kellen Cash out of there with it. They have numbers if they want. Kick to the corner. McGar sets his feet. Fires. Short. Cole follows his shot. And a clean strip. Looks like McGar was wanting a foul. Weir going to take the 2 and won't fall. And a great first half of basketball action is in the books. Your Tigers lead 30-25. I think we all should take a quick break, and we'll bring you the second half when we return.
The story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started.
When you have the support of a community, anything is possible.
First Community Bank, where community comes first.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Our Best Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with and supporting those who serve our communities. From the ones growing our food, to those putting it on everyone's plate. The ones building our neighborhoods, working to improve them, and supporting their neighbors in need. Our Best believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Our Best Bank, we believe.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started.
When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
Arvest Bank believes in the power of serving others. That's why we're committed to working with those who serve our communities, from the ones caring for us every day to those shaping our tomorrows, the ones dreaming big dreams, celebrating their unique cultures, and discovering the power of financial freedom. Arvest believes that all communities deserve a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank, we believe.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started.
When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Don't get benched by slow internet. Team up with Zing Broadband by PG Telco and experience the agility and reliability that you need to stay in the game. Zing Broadband proudly supports the Prairie Grove, Lincoln, and Farmington schools. We wish all of our athletes success this school year.
Welcome back to Prairie Grove as your Tigers lead 30-25 at the intermission. We talked about before we went to the break to take a quick look at the 4A playoff bracket here for football. Your football Tigers still in it, as you see there on the top right-hand side. As we take a look around the bracket, I want to draw everybody's attention to that bottom left corner. That's going to really kind of be the quadrant of death, per se. So Elkin, Southside, Arkadelphia, Clinton, those are four teams that all could be playing for a state championship later in December. So that's a one to keep an eye on. But before we get back to action for the second half, let's take a quick look at Prairie Grove's specific quadrant. As you see, Prairie Grove won against Heber Springs on the road, 34-14. And Prairie Grove's entire history before the 2024 season had won 3 road playoff games, and now in back-to-back years it has won road playoff games. They'll take on the Pocahontas Redskins, who went on the road themselves to take off the Nashville Scrappers. 32-13. That's back-to-back years that the Redskins have upset the Scrappers, and this allows for a home game for Prairie Grove on Friday night. On the other side of that quadrant, Gosnell got the bye for winning their conference. They're undefeated at 10-0, putting that undefeated mark on the line against the Warren Lumberjacks, who knocked off fellow 4A 1 member, the Gentry Pioneers, 42-23. So winners of those 2 games on Friday night will face off on Black Friday. We hope that it's the Tigers so we can keep broadcasting this season, but as we get back underway here on the hardwood, it's going to be Ozark Catholic's ball to start. They led briefly to start the game, 2-0 after a Tafari Weir basket. Out of the halftime break, it's an air ball and out of play. We'll go back over to the Prairie Grove Tigers. Leading scorer for the Black and Gold at the break, 14, Kellen Cash in your program. He has 11. That's a game high. Leading scorer for the Griffins, Tafari Weir, had 10. They're the only 2 players in double digits tonight. Stolzer going to work in the painted area. Kick back out, Von Bergen, who has 4 points tonight. Into the corner for Mann. 18-footer, back iron, no good. Mann tried to chase it down. Von Bergen able to take it away. And that basketball actually looked like it was out of bounds first. So going to stay with the Tigers. They're going to get 33 on the shot clock. After the officials' conference. It'll be McGar to inbound. The starters are on the floor for the Tigers. McGar, Cash, Stolzer, Von Bergen, and Alex Mann. Same story for the Ozark Catholic Griffins. Their 5 starters are out there. Cash, Von Bergen. Von Bergen, oh wow, great take to the basket that time by Robert. He has 6 tonight. Didn't score on the season opener a week ago, but he is contributing in a lot of ways tonight. Stolzer sends it back. And McGar that time, I think, throws it off of his legs, trying to keep it in play. But that's the advantage you have when you have a 6'9 freshman down in the painted area. Not a lot of those are going to be in the 4A1s. So take another quick look at it. Stolzer, bang, sends it back. And that will go out of bounds and be turned back over in favor of the home team. So 32-25. Prairie Grove has the first points of the second half, looking to extend their advantage. A 3 would make it a whistle foul. That's going to be on Weir, I believe, on the reach, and his second of the game. I was going to say a 3 here would make it a 10-point advantage. That would be the first double-digit lead of the night for PG. Get back underway. Cash in the near corner. Picked up by Weir. Mann trail on the play for 3. Bottom in the net for Alex Mann. And just like that, it's a 10-point game here in the Grove. Weir. Stacy, who's been the spark plug off the bench. Holmes, the other 3-point specialist. 3 on the way. Sanchez is shot off the mark. Stolzer can't come in with the board. Has it thrown into his hands that time. Doesn't come much easier for the freshman. Corner 3 for Mann again. That one a little too strong. Oh, and they're going to get Alex with the foul. That's his second. I like the effort, though, trying to force Stacy out of bounds. That is the first quarter for the Prairie Grove Tigers. Again, they're going to be in the Pea Ridge Classic later this week, taking on Providence Academy in that first game. Weir down among the trees. Whistle foul. It's his second and 1 of the night, as Weir has 12 points of the 27 for Ozark Catholic. That's going to be the 3rd on Mann. So Mann, in the span of about 30 seconds of game action, has run up a couple of quick fouls. and one from Weir. Good. So 35-28. As we resume. 7-point game. Elbow jumper, McGar. Back iron, no good. Weir was trailing the play, but defense able to get back. Stolzer gets a hand up, and Weir is getting hot. 35-30, and just like that, it's back to a 5-point game like we started at the quarter start. Cash, Mann, doesn't come much easier there. Give the assist to Kellen Cash. Basket to Alex Mann. And Mann, with his second field goal of the night, has 5 points. 37-30. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Step back three from Sanchez. Finds its way through. Sanchez wasn't too confident in it. Immediately chased, but a big basket nonetheless. So it's a 4-point game, 37-33. Sanchez has 5 on the night as well. Cash drives in the lane, won't get the and one, but does get 2 freebies. And they're going to get Stacy with the harm. That's going to be the second foul of the quarter and third of the game for Stacy. Stacy's been a spark for the Griffins off the bench. If PG can get him in some foul trouble, they could do well as the game goes along. First free throw for Kellen is good. He has 12 for a team high, no longer the game high. Weir, who's come alive in the last couple of minutes, has 15. 1 and 2 at the line, so back to a 5-point game. Weir pushing it ahead, left alone. Holmes for 3, and you can't leave him alone. He wears number 3 probably for a reason, as that's his third of the game. Give him 9 on the night, and we have a 2-point game all of a sudden here in Prairie Grove. Stolzer, corner, to Mann. Big answer. Bottom of the net for Alex Mann. 41-36. The offense is waking up here. Stacy, Weir. Back to Stacy. Thinks about the 3. Elects not to. Little 2-3 zone from the Tigers. Stacy on the drive. Gets the defense to collapse. McGar pokes it away. 1-on-1 the other way. McGar on Sanchez, and McGar, nice strong take to the rim. And looks like we're going to have a delay game on the Tigers. After that basket, see if that breaks up any of the momentum of PG. But it's 43-36. Tigers back in the lead by a couple of possessions. They're trying to break the zone. See if somebody will over-rotate a Prairie Grove, but nothing at the minute. Von Bergen, great defense, stolen away. Cash trying to run it out the other end. Finger roll, good. And that gets the crowd into it. 45-36, just like that. It's a 9-point game once again. We're out of control. Looking for a foul, won't get it. And the Tigers have an opportunity to make this the largest lead of the night. Cash for 3. Bottom of the net for Kellen Cash. And just like that, it's a 48-36 game, and Ozark Catholic wants to think it over. Let's take the break with them. 48-36, more basketball when we return.
Are you ready to stop worrying about the reliability of your internet connection? Now everyone in your home can use the same Ozarks Go network. Watch videos, play games, work from home, do schoolwork, and anything else without worrying about lagging and buffering. Ozarks Go now has multi-gig internet service, offering quick downloads of files with fast speeds of 2,500 megabits per second. Call Ozarks Go today for fast internet speeds and no data caps.
Well, welcome back as Ozark Catholic trying to break up a mighty run of the Prairie Grove Tigers. 48-36, 12 points the advantage. Just the largest lead of the night for Prairie Grove. Kellen Cash also, like he was shot out of a cannon, has 17 points. Just had 12 just a couple of minutes ago. The Ozark Catholic's inbounds. Like I said, 2:58 to go here in the third quarter, 48-36. The Tigers looking to keep their season perfect. Weir will draw the blocking foul from Cole McGar. That's Cole's second. Team's fourth of the quarter, so next foul that the Tigers commit going to be freebies in quarter three. Apologies, 3 fouls in the quarter, so 2 more fouls for Prairie Grove to give. Sanchez picks his dribble up. Going to have to make something happen. We get it down to Lunsford. Back to Sanchez, who's under the basket. And with 10 on the shot clock, Ozark Catholic in trouble. Sanchez on the drive. Over Stolzer, not there. Fight for the loose ball. Kellen Cash going to come out of there with it. Looks like Dobbs getting ready to check back in for Prairie Grove. He's been a spark plug off the bench for the black and gold tonight. Cash, Robert Von Bergen, drives baseline, kick man. Floater. Oh, was halfway home. Stolzer puts it back up strong. And that's Stolzer's first field goal of the night to get the Tigers to the quarter century mark. Oh, a big answer and a big three by Holmes. That's what Ozark Catholic needs to try to maintain any kind of touching distance to Prairie Grove here. Cash finds himself down under the basket. Man for three, why not? Bottom of the net for Alex Mann. He's feeling it. What a mighty man into double digits for Mr. Alex, the 5'10 senior. 53-39. He has 11 points. Again for three. Holmes, bottom of the net that time. Got ourselves a little bit of a three-point shooting contest breaking out here in Prairie Grove. All of a sudden, Holmes has a tied team high, 15 points, all of them on threes. He's knocked 5 of them home tonight. Cash, with under a minute to go, finds man. Free throw line drive. That one partially deflected. Stolzer able to clean it up. And that'll make it 55-42. Back and forth we go. Holmes has to pick up his dribble and find Sanchez. Great offensive basketball in this third quarter, this back half of this third quarter for both these teams. We're going to get a touch of the ball. McGar's picking him up. Tafari able to split the two. Front off the iron. McGar out of there with the board. 15 seconds or so to go in the quarter, and the Tigers will have an opportunity to get the last shot. This is Kellen with it. Going to get a screen from Robert Von Bergen. Kellen trying to do it all himself. Baseline jumper, good. And Cash with 19. And the block. We'll go to the final frame, 57-42. This is a 5-point game at the half. It's a 15-point game after the third. More PG basketball on PG Tigers Online in a moment.
I'm Shelby, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce to you our all-new dealerships located on I-49, exit 65, right here in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including our all-new quick lane service department, where there's no appointment necessary for an oil change. It's easy, just pull into the service drive, get checked in for your service and a free alignment check, and a complimentary car wash. Stop by today and check it out for yourself. Exit 65, right here in Fayetteville.
Well, welcome back. Thank you for joining us on PG Tigers Online. Stephen Blackiston with you as we get ready for the final 8 minutes of basketball action tonight here in Prairie Grove. Tigers again lead 57-42. This was a 5-point game at the intermission. The Tigers have added 10 to that lead as PG trying to blow this one open. It should be Prairie Grove basketball to start the quarter. As we get set to get back underway again, Steve Blackiston with you. Thanks for joining us on PG Tigers Online. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. Doesn't cost anything. Just means a lot to the Prairie Grove School District and community. Get you up to date with all the Tiger athletics. Stolzer extending his range. Front iron short. Cut off a couple of legs. Stolzer hits the hardwood. Loose ball still not settled. Finally, somehow Cole McGar comes out of there with it. Cash continues the scoring as he's into the 20s now tonight. Has 21 points, 59-42. As that one was a bit of a fire drill, but I suppose they don't ask how, just how many. (59-42). Ozark Catholic has played Prairie Grove tight tonight. Holmes in the corner, picked up by Kellen Cash. Weir down into the basket. Stacy, who's been a spark plug, around the corner to Sanchez. That off the mark. Whistle foul away from the ball. See who this is going to be on. Oh, they're going to get on Cole McGar. So Cole will have 3 fouls in the game. He's had a pretty quiet night after the 30-plus point effort on Saturday. But, you know, that's going to be the thing I'd like to see as the season goes along between Cole McGar and Kellen Cash. There's going to be nights where Cole is cold. There's going to be nights where Kellen's cold. As long as one of them is hot, I think these Prairie Grove Tigers are going to win a lot of basketball games this year and going to be a lot of fun doing it. Weir, Stacy, Sanchez. Sanchez going to extend his range. Front iron no good. Stolzer uses his big body and height to get the board. Cash will slow it down. Gets the stop sign from Coach Simmons, and I think Coach Simmons and his Tigers just want to take a little bit of air out of this basketball this time down the floor. 6.5 to go. We played 90 seconds. Stolzer left alone. He could have taken it to the basket if he so chose. Back to Cash. Between the leg dribble. Cash, free throw line, finds Stolzer. That shot off the mark. Didn't hit any of the rim. A little bit of a disjointed effort that time. Pushed ahead. Weir going to take the wing 3. Front iron short, coming in fast to Dobbs. He was on a tight angle there. Offensive board, Stacy. Holmes hoists. That one off the mark. One of the rare misses for the junior tonight. He has 15 points to tie his teammate Tafari Weir. Cash needing some help. Alex Mann, cross court to Dobbs. McGar. Again, just looks like Tigers are ready to take some air out. 3. That off the mark. Stolzer not able to get the board, but McGar is there to clean it up. And Cole, that has been a great wrinkle to his game this season. Last year was definitely known as a three-point specialist. He is feasted inside the painted area so far this season. They're going to get Stolzer with the foul. And as a fellow big man, I understand the frustration on that one. You know, you can't not be 6'9" in his case. But they will get you if you send the ball back into the shooter. As we're going to go to the line for a couple of free throws. That's Stolzer's team second of the quarter. And makes it a 61-43 game. Brentley Smith going to check in for Alex Mann. That free throw from Weir breaks the tie with Holmes for leading scorer for the Griffins. Gives him 17 with the second one. So 61-44, 17-point game, 5:15 to go tonight. Cash, Dobbs, looking for Stolzer. Stolzer in a crowd, able to find it. And Stolzer has 9 points tonight. It's been a great scoring output for the starters. Sanchez going to work on Cole McGar. He's going to step into a 3. And with a hand in the face, Sanchez knocks it home. 63-47, nearing in on halfway in the quarter. McGar in some trouble. Cross court. Smith on the drive. Finds Stolzer. Oh, great floor vision that time from Smith and Stolzer. Makes it a 19-point game. Or excuse me, a 18-point game. Nearly stolen away by Dobbs. Griffin still with it. Stacy finds Weir. Going to go to work on Dobbs. Stolzer almost able to reject it, but tough shot from Tafari Weir. So 65-49. Both teams kind of trading baskets. Tigers need 5 seconds to get across timeline. They do. Dobbs going to take it himself this time, and good job, Corbin Dobbs. Both teams just content, I think, to just let the points fly with 6:30 to go. Get an 18-point game. Stacy, tough shot. He gets it to go as well. And that basket puts Ozark Catholic across the half-century mark as well. Dobbs to Stolzer, who can't handle the inlet pass there. That would have been probably two more. Weir going to run it out. And Tafari Weir's into the 20s as well. He ties Kellen Cash with 21 points on the evening. Under 3 minutes to go in Prairie Grove. Allows some full-court pressure from Ozark Catholic. And looks like we have a stoppage, maybe a little blood on Corbin Dobbs. He's going to exit the game. Why don't we take the quick break, our final one, I would imagine, of the night. More basketball when we return.
I'm Matt, one of the Lewis brothers, and excited to introduce you to our all-new dealerships located right on I-49, exit 65 in Fayetteville. The dealership is 100% focused around the customer experience, including the all-new Quick Lane Service Department, where no appointment is necessary. Just pull into the service drive, get checked in for service, and in addition, receive a free alignment check and a complimentary car wash. And enjoy our state-of-the-art waiting room. Come see it for yourself today in Fayetteville.
Well, welcome back to Tiger Arena here in Prairie Grove as we try and close out tonight's basketball festivities with 2:51 to go. Your Tigers lead 67-53 over the visiting Ozark Catholic Griffins. And I will say, while the score seems a little bit one-sided, the Griffins have certainly given the Tigers all they wanted tonight. While we had a moment before we get back on the way, I wanted to give the human barometer, McKay Gregson, a shout-out. Piece of trivia for you, the McDonald's in Prairie Grove opened today. Stolzer, tough take to the basket that time out of the timeout. I was just going to say, McKay Gregson is the first person to eat at the McDonald's in Prairie Grove. So that happened this morning as Lynn and McKay win over there. So if you ever wonder who the first person was, it was McKay Gregson, and it'll be immortalized forever on Facebook. McGar, tough basket. Makes it a 71-53 game as the Tigers are scoring in buckets. Weir, turnaround. Oh, nice take from Weir. He's quite the ball player. 71 points tonight, also the highest output of the season for the Tigers in the early going. Von Bergen going to drive. Stolzer last second. Going to use his height to his advantage. And, man, it is not that hard when you're that tall. Gives him 15. Four Tigers, of the starters in double figures are going to see Coach Simmons empty his bench at the next dead ball, whether that be a foul, timeout, or otherwise, with 90 seconds to go. Some of the underclassmen are going to get to come in. We'll get you their names and numbers momentarily. 5 on the shot clock. The Griffins go in the wrong direction. Sanchez hoisting a prayer, kept alive. Oh, I think he stepped on the baseline there. They missed that. That shot off the mark. Stacy keeps it alive. That one will be out of play. And we'll get you some names and numbers for the first time this season. Again, Bentley Stewart will come back in. He's already played some tonight. Also, looks like number 11, Silas Ramo, the sophomore, into the game. Number 32, Kai Hodges, the junior. And number 2, Loudon Hesgard, the junior, into the game for the first time tonight. And looks like Coach George for the Griffins going to do the same. We'll get to the 5 on the floor for them. Number 4, Miles Johnson. Number 13, Aiden Loring. Number 14, Matthew Gunther. Number 22, Landon Weissenfels. And last one out there. That three buried him. Knocked through. So the Tigers led by 21, largest lead of the evening. This is Miles Johnson into the game. Also, the last one was Daniel Rogers, who's checked in for the Griffins. That's the 5 on the floor. So starters out for both teams. Tigers going to improve to 4-0 on the hardwood. They'll have a big weekend tilt in the Pea Ridge Classic ahead of them. Rogers is 3. Brought rain down with it. It was so high arcing, but it's good. 76-58, 15 seconds. Tigers don't have to run an offensive possession if they don't want to. I imagine these guys, though, want to get in the varsity scorebook. 3 on the way. Hesgard out and off the mark. And, yeah, that's going to be a travel. So with 0.6 seconds left to go here in the Grove, Tigers going to win 76-58. As the horn sounds, Tigers 4-0. Again, both teams sweep the evening. Lady Tigers get back to 2-2, 500 for the year. Your Prairie Grove boy basketball Tigers win 76-58 and improve their record to 4-0. Again, want to mention, before you go, we'll be live 6:30 at Prairie Grove Tiger Football Stadium for the second round matchup against the Pocahontas Redskins. Join us for pregame at 6:30. Myself and Lynn Gregson on the call for pregame. Ryan Cook and Lynn will be on the call for kickoff at 7 o'clock for that second round game. Again, if you haven't, subscribe, ring the bell. It's the best way to remember or be reminded about the Prairie Grove Tigers. As they have another Tiger by the tail, we'll sign off tonight for Baylor Kissinger, Cameron Bolin. I've been Stephen Blackston. Thanks, and go Tigers.